Once upon a time, there's a Hong Kong girl and an Iowan girl who met at a college bar. 15 years later, they reunited virtually and now they share one common goal and mission: to help 100 young families to achieve time and financial freedom through living a healthy lifestyle. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Raising Kids Naturally. Join us on the adventure of exploring the best natural living for our family and kids. I am Cayenne, and with me here is Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin.
Hello, how are you?
Excellent. Is it really cold over there in New Mexico?
It is. Actually, it snowed yesterday. So we've got
Oh my.
still some snow on the ground, but most of it is melted. But we had about 3 inches of snow. So
Wow.
pretty wild.
I'm wearing a no sleeve shirt. It is like blazing outside, and over there just snowed yesterday, 3 inches.
Yes, exactly.
I bet the kids loved it, right?
Oh yeah, they loved it. They had a great time. So
Awesome. Great. Well, welcome back, everyone. So today is actually going to be the very last mini episode of the mini series of voice work. Caitlin here is actually a voice instructor. So Caitlin, do you want to give audience a quick, description of what you do?
Sure. So so what I do is I work with the voice, and I've always been a singer and grew up singing and doing all kinds of things as a child. And so, but one thing that I've started doing here recently, I've been feeling the call more and more, is to help others find their voice through ancient song work, through sound healing, through centering with your voice and understanding your voice more, and finding peace with your voice. Because I think a lot of us, we have moments where we don't necessarily find the ease. And what voice work can also do, it can center you, it can bring you back into your heart very quickly. And so what we forget about as humans is that we are basically 80% water, and we mimic what the percentage of water is on the earth. And so what sound can do and what we can do with our voices is we can immediately connect with our heart, connect with our center, that then in turn connects with nature and makes us feel more embodied and whole. And so there you go.
Yes, thank you. And if you want to know more about it, so you can go back to the last two episodes. Caitlin had shared some tips with us, some of the techniques that she usually like to use. And speaking of the last two episodes, last week, Caitlin actually shared a technique with us that we can try at home with our children, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let us know in the description box, like, did anyone try singing with their kids? I did, actually. I did.
Nice.
I sang the uh-oh song. So instead of yelling, I just sang uh-oh, repeat over and over and again.
Nice.
And then he's like, don't sing it anymore. Like, I know.
It worked.
So I guess that works in that sense. And the cleaning, the cleanup song. So I did try it.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Well, good. Yes, exactly. And if anybody sings lullabies and incorporates some kind of quiet meditative sound into their lives, that's basically it as well. It's just helping our children to also find peace and that groundedness and heart-centeredness. So
Great.
yeah.
So in the very last episode of this voice work, sound healing session, like episodes, Caitlin, what are you planning on sharing with the audience?
Well, so I think this one we'll get into more of what ancient song wisdom is, and how you can use different songs from your lineage to really connect with your heart and your your basically your genetics and the stories that have been passed down through generations in your family. And so so a little bit about that, the ancient song wisdom, how I got into this. Well, I've always studied songs, and I've always been drawn to songs of my lineage somehow, for whatever reason, even as a child. And one thing, when Maeva, our daughter, was born, I did not feel comfortable singing in bars and doing that whole scene anymore, the rock and roll and blues. And so I started taking courses or being a part of a song carriers group, which is all about learning songs that are from indigenous cultures that are passed down orally. So these are songs that aren't really written or documented in any way. And these songs are, some of them are really, really old.
Yeah.
And it it put me on a totally different trajectory with singing and sound. And my husband is a sound healer, and so the kind of music that we do is very much in that sound healing realm. And
Mhm.
one thing that is prevalent from all indigenous cultures are our three main instruments, and these are the oldest instruments in the world, and those are the drum, because the drum connects with your heart, and then the flute is like the extension of your voice. It connects with the wind, right? The wind instrument. And then your voice as well, is the singing voice, is also an instrument. And we don't consider our voices as instruments, but it's true. We Our voices can be instruments, and they can be used to make all kinds of different sounds. And so once I started on this trajectory of working with the voice and the music as a healing tool, then I started to recognize within myself that I was healing stories of my family that I had not even really gave attention to. And and so that's the power of song. It connects you back into the heart. And that's what I like to do with my clients too, is that then they are able to connect with a song that comes from their lineage and connect with it deeply, so that then they can use it to sing for themselves, to sing and soothe themselves, and to connect with their heart more. um, and so one thing to think about is that ancient songs and languages are all rooted in the sounds of the earth, right?
Mhm.
So when you sing these songs, when you sing old ancient songs, you are essentially singing and connecting to the earth. And with everything exterior that is going on in our lives right now in this world that are so chaotic, it is so incredibly important that we find a way to ground in and to connect with the earth, and to be like that pillar, like that tree, that
Mhm.
super strong tree in the wind and the storm. It doesn't fall over, but it stays rooted. And that's one thing that you can do. You can use these songs and the music as a way to root in. And so that's what I love to do as well with the
That's
music.
great. That's awesome. And I know you have there's a site that we can share with the audience, right?
Yes. Uh-huh. So there's a site called Folk Cloud, FOLK cloud.com. And on that site, you can click on any region around the world. And within that region are artists, pardon me, are and you click on an artist and their music, and you can listen to it. And what I've done before is I've clicked on, because I'm not too aware of the sounds of my father's heritage up in the Nordic regions. I
Mhm.
clicked on Finland, and I found a beautiful group of three women singing beautiful songs in Finnish. And so that's one thing that you can do, is you can click on these regions and find songs that are connected to your lineage. You can either try and learn them yourself, or play these songs in the background while you are, say, doing art or doing something creative, it really helps to get you into that space of feeling connected with your culture. And so that's the beauty of that.
Yes, and I'm showing, can you see the screen also?
Uh-huh. Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
I actually click on, for me, I was searching for um, Asia, and then I went to um, China, and then it shows some of the very old music. And it's nice because I think I was listening to this one when Giannis woke up yesterday and he was asking me, Mommy, what are you listening to?
Yeah,
Because it's a very, it's not a modern
exactly.
instrument or music that he is used to. So that was like a good, quick lesson. I
Yeah.
didn't really go into details, but so this is the site that folkcloud.com that
Mhm.
Caitlin just shared with us. So here's different regions, and you can definitely explore it and let us know which song you have tried.
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah, and then, another thing too is that with this yoga movement, a lot of, and I call it a movement because since, the 60s, it's been um, progressively becoming more and more popular for people to be doing yoga, and it's lovely. And there's one thing that a lot of teachers incorporate are different mantras and chants. And one in particular that I started working with, say, a couple days ago, is one for Saraswati, for invoking Saraswati. And Saraswati is the goddess of art, of music, of the voice, of beauty, of science. And so whenever you invoke her and her wisdom, it's a way to open those communication pathways with that goddess Saraswati. And she will give you the wisdom that you need. And so, one of those, the mantra that I've been working with, and when you are invoking and speaking to Saraswati, you don't say Saraswati, you actually say Saraswatya. So that's Om Aim Saraswatya Namaha. And you can just go, and it's really wonderful to do this for opening your voice and centering yourself. And
Can you
so
say
you
that
can
again?
just go Om Aim Saraswatya Namah. Om Aim Saraswatya Namah. Om Aim Saraswatya Namah. Now, one thing to always, always, always consider if you're going to sing lines from a song that's very, very old, the tradition is always make sure that you sing it three times.
Hmm.
So sing it in threes, and that's just the energetic purpose of it. So whenever, now, of course, you can sing this mantra as many times as you want, but don't just sing it once. Sing it at least three times, and
Mm.
that's a way to really get it moving.
I
And
could totally feel the vibration.
yeah,
I really could.
yeah, exactly. No, and that's what's so beautiful is that when you take the time to slow the song down, to slow it down, to bring it down into your heart, just bring it down into your body, then you're able to really appreciate the resonance of it even more. And so yes, so I guess the challenge I ask all of you, and not challenge, I guess I could say the exploration I I ask those who are watching is to decide if you want to sing a mantra um, for the next week and see how that goes, how that shifts and moves through you. Or you could go to Folk Cloud and find one of those beautiful folk songs from your region and either learn it express it somehow, or express it through music, through something you cook, through through art, whatever it is, or writing, something creative.
Great, great. Just here checking the comments coming in from Facebook. It's not showing the username, so we are streaming this video through StreamYard. So if you would like to show your name or let us know who you are, you have to go through StreamYard and register really quick. Otherwise, I do see someone saying aloha from CO, Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah, someone type in
Hello.
hello, aloha. Yes, yes, yes. And then someone shared the link for us. Thank you so much. So yes, Caitlin, thank you for sharing that link with us. And I like to, I enjoy checking it out. Just some of the music that
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to or haven't listened to it for a long, long, long time. And
Exactly.
it is nice to kind of reconnect with our roots for sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I look forward to see what everyone else have find out, what music they decided to try. And then next week coming back is going to be a little bit different because as we can see here, oh no, you cannot see. Hey, a little pumpkin. It is October, so Halloween is coming up. And are you planning on going trick-or-treating this year?
Well, I don't know what the tradition is out here, since we live out in this country. We live in a mountain valley town, and we just moved. And so I'm guessing we're going to. I do know that the neighbor is going to be offering some tractor rides, which is cool.
Fun,
So
fun.
there you
But
go.
yes, because school started, trick-or-treating, Halloween is coming up, and then next month would be Thanksgivings are coming up. So there's going to be a lot of hanging out, mingling, hanging out with family and friends. So we are going to talk about how to build up our immune system and our family immune systems, right? So should we share what topic is going to be?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's going to be how to utilize essential oil in a natural way to boost up our immune system. And we are going to be inviting a specialist, essential oil specialist, to come join us. So we look forward to seeing everyone next week. So the next 4 episodes is going to be all about essential oil. So come join us if you're interested.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Awesome. Well, nice to see you and nice to see
you too,
everyone.
Leanne. Yes, it's good to see you too. And I'm sorry, Sebastian ran across the background.
Oh, I didn't even see.
You didn't even see. Oh,
I
perfect.
didn't even
Good.
see. Hi, Sebastian.
I know. Okay. All right. We'll see you
All
later.
right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week.